20-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, Watson steps away to his left. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. They will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. On 1st and 10, Watson. Flush to his right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. To give him a gain of 38. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to...
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They fake the give. Now Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. This is taken at the 10. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Well, Charles, you think about the Houston Texans and the turnaround that they've had this year, double-digit.
I have to jump in.
Oh, because you projected this.
Do we remember preseason? Was there something that was said in preseason
you want to
about
clear
the Houston Texans?
You want to clear your throat. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Come back, come back. Tiger.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. He finds his target, Fuller. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. Watson on 1st down. He's got Fuller. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Richmond. Tiger.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Allen Bailey in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. He goes.
Eluding the pressure right. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's caught inside the 35. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup. 57 yards. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. One man in the backfield, that's Miller, 2nd and goal.
Richmond.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Texans will extend their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Well, for the Kansas City Chiefs, as their offense takes the field again, the road to a 1st-round bye in the #1 overall seed, that hit a big speed bump Week 15 with that 1-point loss to the Chargers, CD.
Yeah, it certainly did. It set the playoff picture on its ear, didn't it? I mean, when you think about it now, we kind of have Kansas City locked in as the #1 seed, but we'll have to see how it all plays. But here's the bottom line, though. It doesn't matter to me where Kansas City plays, whether at Arrowhead or they go on the road. That offense, it can travel with Patrick Mahomes at the controls.
Obviously, the Kansas City backfield, very unsettled, but they might have something in Damian Williams.
I think that they do, and I thought he was a quality back when he was in Miami, and in his last game, 123 yards from scrimmage, 2 touchdowns in the loss to the Chargers in Week 15. But he definitely showed something in that game that keeps Kansas City feeling optimistic about their backfield, and they're still hoping to get Spencer Ware back from injury.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Throwing now is Mahomes. Caught here by Conley. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Jadeveon Clowney in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got this down to the 35. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Looking sideline, and that's caught by Watkins. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Black 58, rail! Black 58, rail!
Now a pitch out to Williams. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Ace! Ace! Black 58, rail!
They'll run it with Williams. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Mahomes takes it himself, and he stopped immediately there. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Mahomes now on the sneak, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes taking it in. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. Butker now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Come back, come back. Tiger.
On first down, it's Watson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Justin Houston. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Richmond.
To throw on second is Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Griffin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. On first and 10, Watson going deep for help. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 52 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown. Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up first and 10.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he checks this one down to Williams. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing in...
And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The final shot before the break. Watson. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. Powerful running. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially
into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, partner, league-wide, I think we're set up for a wild month of January. It seems like this season, more than others, we've had a number of teams that you maybe say, hey, they're the Super Bowl favorites. Kind of the Rams early, then it was the Chiefs. Patriots kept winning, and the Saints, and now, heck, maybe even the Texans or the Bears could claim that moniker.
Yeah, it's going to make for a wild month of January. And you just wonder right now, are we missing a team or two that's just a little bit out?
He's got a man, complete, 20, 10, touchdown. Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Texans will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40, the 20.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward?
Extra point right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there of 22. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 45 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're able to return this one all the way up to the 45.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 45. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney getting him once again. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterback.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. Well, some news that gave us a chuckle, and we could all use that around the holiday season. Josh Johnson, a great story. He was back home in Oakland when the Redskins called to see if he'd like to join him for the remainder of the season. So how did he get to know his new teammates? Well, what did he do? He turned to the Madden game, Charles.
Yeah, and that's how you learn who they are, right? Learn what they do, have some tendencies, get some ideas about their speed and what they do well and maybe what they don't do so well. And it really helped him acclimate and got himself a big victory in Week 15 against the Jacksonville Jaguars. How about the bloodline of Josh Johnson, though? Also related to Marshawn Lynch of the Oakland Raiders.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown.
Well, this is really simple. Let's just say it. This quarterback is on fire. Touchdown after touchdown throwing the football. What a day for him.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And down he'll go at the 25. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Harris has it over the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down. first down, Mahomes. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 47 yards.
Well, simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short game. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. This is caught. Watkins. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Demetrius Harris from 6 yards away. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. Butker now to kick this one away. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Back now in Houston, it's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
Forced out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Reset. Richmond.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Texans will extend their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, and he's got him in the lead. And now here comes Kansas City. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mahomes going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hill. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Left, 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 left.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Green, the line. Green, the line. Black 99, Philly.
After the interception, here's Watson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. D. Ford in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
He's going to air one out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 2. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. They look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he lost the football. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney. Who else this. He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Here we go now. Blue 45.
Here we go with Williams. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And Watson's going to throw it here. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. A gain of 32 that time. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal.
Richmond. Reset.
Out of the gun, Watson. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do.
That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins from 4 yards out. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Reset.
Throwing now, Watson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson, flush to his right, and he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Come back.
Here we go on 4th. Watson, he's got a 1st down past the 30, and all the way up to the 31-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Watson stepping up. He's going to keep it. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Down! Green the line! Green the line! Tiger, tiger, tiger!
That one looks like he'll throw here. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 52 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Butker now to add the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will get them one closer. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. He sets to fire deep. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And that is incomplete.